Hi everyone, welcome to my little corner where there is no wrong way to play with paper, and we are doing another organization video that I do once a month, I can't talk, with my friend Karen from Yes Please Papercraft. She puts on this hop each month. They are truly fun. I know you guys really like them. I enjoy doing them because the fact of the matter is, part of paper crafting and scrapbooking, which is what I prefer to do in paper crafts, it's simply, honestly, a lot of it is organizing. I think it's a never-ending process. I think we go through different stages, and so it's a lot of fun, and I am very honored that Karen allows me to be a part of it. Everyone that is doing this month's hop is in the description of this video. As always, just hit the see more, and you will be able to see other people, what they are organizing. Now, it's not always the same content creators that participate, so definitely also I have my playlist down there where you can see other videos that I have done, and as well in those videos it will have other people's links as well. It's a lot of fun, so definitely come join us. I am continuing my embellishment binder reset, redo, whatever you want. This will be the last video about the binders. Now, I am at a point where I need to literally empty the binders that I already have in order to create new category binders. If you've been watching me, you know I am changing from a color binder system, and I'm still doing a binder system, but what I am doing instead is I am changing those from colors to themes. And so like this is my happy birthday binder. It literally says happy birthday on it. And inside of here, I am doing them by color. So it starts with red, goes all the way through the rainbow, and I have all my embellishments in that color. So no matter what color scheme I'm using, if it's a birthday layout, I know it's in this binder. And I've done that with several different themes. Look, I was too lazy to put this one away. Always buy heavy duty binders with pockets for the days that you're lazy. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just to a point where I could buy more binders and do all the different categories, but then I'm gonna have a bunch of empty binders at the end, and I'm gonna have a bunch of empty pockets, and I'm just to the point I need to take everything out of each color and I need to sort it by the themes that I want. And I've had a lot of you ask me, what are my category lists? So I am going to put this list in the description of the video. If you are part of my Facebook group, you will find it under the file tabs once this airs. And we will make it available for you to print. Now, you can make whatever list you want. There is not a wrong way to do it. Whatever your brain associates with the category, and I'm going to talk about that because everyone's going to be different, that's what you need to make a list of. All right, so my binder category list, and yes, I have this on my computer. I just made it larger so you guys could read it on film, and well, and because I'm blind. So I have this so that I can include, or I can refer to it if I need to, pardon me. So I have animals. That is a binder. And the ones that are highlighted, I've already completed those binders and I don't need to do them, but I can refer to this list if my brain stops working. I will tell you, this binder list coordinates with my dies. If you've ever watched me and how I organize my stamps and my dies and my mini milk crates, then this will make sense to you because you'll see some of the same themes. I have animals by air, by land, by sea. My stamps and dies are sorted. I have 3 different bins, actually 4 because land has 2 bins, that are sorted by air animals. So that includes birds, it includes hummingbirds, it includes butterflies, what else? Dragonflies would be in there. Then I have by land, so anything that walks on earth from a dog all the way to a camel is in that, okay? And then by sea, so fish, including dolphins, octopus, all of that, octopi, however you say it, but that is all in that category. So I have 2 animal binders actually, because animals is something we use a lot of, right? And I will have a section for each one. Now I am debating if I have enough binders at the end of this and or in the future buying another heavy duty binder. I really can't stress enough. buy the heavy duty ones. You guys are going to flip through these and you don't want them to break down and have to repurchase them. It does you no good to buy the cheap 97 cents one if you have to replace it a couple times a year. You might as well buy one really heavy duty one. I like the pockets like you saw, and that's my advice because I've done it and then I always end up replacing it. I am debating about having a binder for each of these sections, right? By air, by land, by sea. I'm just not there yet. For now, they're all intermingled. And yes, I have each one divided by color. Like I have all my red, so anything that's colored red is in there, anything that is the color pink, and so forth and so on down the rainbow line, okay? Animation, that includes for me, that's Disney, Pixar, all of that kind of stuff. Anything animation goes in there. Birthday, that's pretty self-explanatory. Boy, anything masculine or boy would go in there. Christmas, crafts, that includes sewing, paper crafting, what else? Painting, that kind of stuff would be in there, okay? Easter and spring, I don't have a ton of Easter things. My kids are older. I do have a grandgirl who, I have two grandgirls, but one lives in Colorado, so I don't see her that often. But Easter and spring go together for me. Bunnies, that's all, you know, goes together. Every day in home, it includes family. That's for me personally. Maybe you need a binder just for family, and that's all right. Totally okay. Whatever just works best for you. Faith and Feathers is a binder for me because a lot of my faith layouts end up with a lot of heritage, and I love feathers. It's just my thing. So again, do what works best for you. Fall and Thanksgiving to me go hand in hand. That's its own binder. Food, its own binder because I do my recipe albums. Then I have flowers, garden, and farm. That what works for me. If you're really into the farmhouse thing, which I was for a while, and I still am. I love farmhouse, but I don't have so much of it. It needs its own category. For me, most of the time when I'm talking about something on the farm, I'm gardening because that's my passion. I love gardening. Whatever works best for you. Maybe farm would include all the farm animals for you. For me, those animals go by land because I might decide to put a cute little pig on any kind of layout. So whatever works best for you. Then I have girl, self-explanatory. Halloween is separate for me because it just doesn't belong in fall. Halloween is not my favorite holiday. My husband and my kids love it. And if you know me, you know we do a huge display outside. But so it has to have a binder because if I had my way, I probably wouldn't have one. But you know, you do what your loved ones love too. Love and marriage, that includes Valentine's for me. Anything with a heart, anything about a marriage will all go in one binder because marriage things, when I go to a wedding, like I did my brother's wedding book, I needed a lot, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't need a lot of wedding things. But I don't want to get rid of them all either. I mean, someday I might need them. So love and marriage is how I have that. Movie and entertainment, so that includes movie reels, film strips, cameras, all of that stuff would go in there, okay? Music and vintage, I have those two things together because when I think vintage, music notes always come to mind for me, so I have those two together. Then I've got ocean, so that's like seaweed, mermaids, you know, lighthouses, all of that stuff, beaches, anything like that. Occupations, so like doctor, construction, for me, oil field, it's what my husband does for a living, so that's in there. Dentist, nursing, those kind of things will be in there. Now, every binder does not need to be a 3-inch binder. You can get a 1-inch binder and have a small category. That's okay. But I am 100% loving when I'm doing a layout about Junior getting his braces on. I know I can go to the occupations. I mean, I don't have it made yet, but I can go there and all that will be in there by color. So if I'm doing a teal layout, I'll just flip to the teal tab and it'll all be there and I'll know what I have, okay? Then I have school and gaming. We have to have a gaming category. Space, sports. My older son played football. I'm going to have a lot of football right this minute. It is still on my to-do list to do his. Yeah, those of you that have been with me for a while know that every year I say I'm going to do those albums. And yes, I have still not started them. Time just goes by so fast. One day, though, I will get them. Summer, which includes the 4th of July. When I think 4th of July, I think summer. So I might put a tab in there where it's just 4th of July. I can't remember if I did that or not. In fact, I think I did. In the back, I just have 4th of July. If it's obviously 4th of July, that's where it needs to go. If I find that I need a binder, remember, you can always add one down the road that's just 4th of July if I wanted to. We'll see. We'll see. Travel and transportation, that includes cars. So anything to do like airplanes, suitcases, tags that you put on your suitcases, roads, cars, trucks, all of that goes in there for me. Titles and sentiments. I've shown you guys my title binder before. You've seen me pull it out in my videos. It is probably one of my most favorite binders when I don't want to create a title. When I have extra, if I'm making an extra one, then I stick it in there. Okay. Winter. I lived in Montana for a long, long time, so I am always going to need a winter binder. That's just fact. And for me, it is separate from Christmas because I have so much Christmas stuff. So much Christmas stuff. Those are my categories. Do what's best for you. You don't have to use the same categories I do. Okay. So like I said, I'm trying to empty out my color binders so I can change them 100% to my theme binders that are divided by color. I hope that makes sense. And if you want to see the other videos, those are there. All right, so this is my brown, black, and white binder. That's where I'm at. And I'm going to go through and I need to empty this, right? So here's a dartboard embellishment. That needs to go under game. So I'm just going to take manila envelopes and I have them in alphabetical order, okay? And let's see, it's under school and gaming. I know that's where it's at. It's how I think of it. It'll be the last one I look at because, you know, school and games right there. I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to do this with each color, right? Shapes, I haven't decided if I'm going to make a binder or not. So I am going to simply leave that. I just am. I know I have a sentiment binder, so warmest wishes I think is going to go in there. And again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with shapes yet. I may end up making, I'm thinking maybe of making a cluster base because that's what I use these for. Like I use them as cluster bases. I have not decided. The ticket for me would go in movies and entertainment. So I will flip to, let's see, M is before O, my movies, and I would stick that in there because when I am doing entertainment, you got to buy a ticket, right? So forth and so on. Now I see stars. Whatever I see first, I am not going to stress about this, you guys. I am going to go through these binders fast. I'll find it eventually. Stars to me, movies, right? Maybe it's because I just did a movie, but that's where it's going to go. All right. Now, once I get the binder empty, I can pick one of the categories that I need and I can then make one. Now, I know for a fact that this is a medium-sized binder that I have empty, so I would need a medium-sized theme. Probably ocean would work. I'm just one of them, right? And so then I would create that binder and then I could highlight it and I'll have it done. If you guys are, I know a lot of you are doing this with me. I read your comments. I always do. And I always reply. So that's what I will do. And then eventually there'll be nothing left on my list, right? It'll all be highlighted. Okay. So this here says family. So it was made by my sweet friend, Peggy Shaw. This is a wonderful way to do this if you are, what was I going to say? This is a wonderful way to do if you participate in the swaps over on my Facebook group because we do themes, right? So then when you get your theme, you could just grab the binder and put it away. That's simple. All right. But I'm going to continue to go through this. I don't think you guys need to watch me. I will, once I have all of my binders done, I will do another organization. It'll be the one for the month that I do. And I will show you how I have them, how they're accessed. We'll talk about it kind of like a mini room tour, except I'll just show you my bookshelf. And I will definitely share that with you so you can see how it all looks, and I'll be super excited. My goal is by the end of the year to have this done. crossing my fingers and my toes. Just can't see my toes. All right. I hope this inspires you. I hope this gives you a list to go off of and just jumpstart and make it your own. Thanks for hanging out with me for the few months while I have been working on it. I probably have until the end of the year to finish, but that's all right. I'll get it done sooner or later. With that, I hope you're blessed. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next month. Check everyone else out in the description. Bye.